Hello everyone. So today we will start exercise 8.3 chapter 8 comparing quantities. So today we'll do question number 1 all. Means there are 4 sums there. So we'll do all the sums of question number 1. But before that we need to know some basic things about profit and loss. So the thing is we have to know this SP. Now what is SP? SP is selling price. Okay, this is the first thing that you have to know. The price at which we sell anything. Okay, the price at which we sell anything is called selling price, and there is another term which is very important, that is cost price. So the cost price is a price at which we buy anything. Fine. So these are the very important term. On this profit and loss is entirely related. Now suppose if SP is greater than CP, okay, if SP is greater than CP, that is the price at which you are selling, that particular price is more than the price that you have bought, then anyone will make a profit. So what is the formula of profit? The difference between SP and CP. So profit is, the abbreviative form of profit is P, that is SP minus CP. So this is the formula of profit. Okay, this is the formula of profit. And once you have taken out the value of profit, after that you can find out another value, that is profit percent. What is the formula of profit percent? Profit by CP into 100. So always remember, profit percent can only be found out when only when you are making a profit, because in the formula you see we have profit by CP into 100. So unless you don't know what is profit, you won't be able to find out the profit percent. Okay, so these are the two very important formulas. Now there is another condition I am going to give. This was the first condition when SP was greater than CP. Now what if CP is greater than SP? What if CP is greater than SP? Then anyone will suffer a loss. Okay, so that means loss, the abbreviative form of loss is L. That will be again the difference between CP and SP. So this is the formula of loss. Loss is equals to CP minus SP. And once you are done with loss, then you can find out loss percent. The same way we did here. Once after profit, we will find profit percent, and after loss, we will find loss percent. That is loss by CP into 100. So in some of the question, they ask you what is the loss percent also. Then you have to find out loss percent. It's not mandatory that every time after you got the value of loss, you have to find out loss percent. But in some of the question, they ask you find out profit percent or loss percent. In that case, you have to find out all these values. So these are the 4 formulas which are very important. Please remember this condition. If SP is greater than CP, then we go for a profit, and when CP is greater than SP, we suffer a loss. So these are very important formulas. Now let's move on to the first question of exercise 8.3. In sum number 1 of question number 1, what we have, just a minute, we have Gardiner shares bought for rupees 250 and sold for rupees 325. That is, cost price is given, cost price bought for rupees 250, the cost price is given 250 and selling price is given 325. You see, in this case SP is greater than CP, and in all the cases, that is in all the sum of question number 1, we have to find profit percent or loss percent. Depends what we are making. If we are going for a profit, then we'll find out profit percent. If you are suffering a loss, then we'll go for a loss percent. So in this case, SP is greater than CP. So what happens when SP is greater than CP? We go for a profit. So profit is equals to SP minus CP. Always write the formula, students. Always. You should always write the formula. So SP is equals to 325 minus rupees 250. So the difference of 325 minus 250 is rupees 75. Now once we are known, now we know the value of profit. Now we can easily find out the profit percent. So formula of profit percent is profit by CP into 100. Profit is 75 and CP is 250 into 100. Now we can go for a reduce. So we have to reduce these two zeros. 5 2s are 5 5s are 5 1s are 5 15s are, isn't it? So 5 2s are 5 5s are, yes. So your profit percent is 30%. So this is a solution of sum number 1 of question number 1. Now let's move on to sum number 2. Now let's do sum number B. So according to the sum number B of question number 1, what we have, a refrigerator bought means CP. Okay, a refrigerator bought for rupees 12,000. That is cost price is given. Cost price is given 12,000. That is the cost price of refrigerator is 12,000, and sold means sold selling price, and sold it for rupees 13,500. That is SP is equals to rupees 13,500. Very easy. So what we see here, we see SP is greater than CP. Okay, so this is a very important condition. So based on this condition we can decide whether we are going for profit or loss. So when SP is greater than CP, we always make a profit. So profit, that is P is equals to SP minus CP. It would be 13,500 minus 12,000. Fine. And your answer would be rupees 1,500. Now we have to find out profit percent also. So therefore profit percent, I'm just writing the short form, that is profit by CP into 100. Now what is profit? It is 1,500. So in place of profit we'll write 1,500. In place of CP we'll write the value of CP, that is 12,000 into 100. Now we'll reduce the values. So we'll reduce these two zeros, we'll reduce this 1 0. So it will look like 150 by 12. Now let's reduce this with 3 50s are, 3 4s are. Now 2 25s are, 2 2s are. So it is 25 by 2%. Now give your answer in decimal form and it would be 12.5%. So this is the solution of sum number B of question number 1. Now let's move on to sum number C. Yes, now sum number C, what we have? Sum number C, we have a cupboard bought for rupees 2,500 and sold at rupees 3,000. So again we have cost price is equals to rupees 2,500 and SP is given rupees 3,000. So again we see that SP is greater than CP. So when we, so what we will, so we have, when SP is greater than CP, so we'll make a profit. So we'll write the short form of profit this time, P equals to SP minus CP. So SP is 3,000, CP is 2,500. So our profit is rupees 500. Now we have to find out profit percent also. So the formula is profit by CP into 100. So profit is 500, CP is 2,500 and into 100. So now let's reduce the zeros. These two zeros are reduced. So 5 1s are 5, 5 5s are 25, 5 1s are 5, 5 20s are 100. So your required answer is 20%. So your profit is 20%, and this is the solution of sum number C. Now let's move on to sum number D, which is the last sum of question number 1. Now what we have in sum number D, a skirt bought for rupees 250. That is cost price of skirt is given. Cost price of skirt is given 250 rupees, and sold at rupees 150. That is selling price of skirt is rupees 150. Now in this case we see that CP is greater than SP. Now when CP is greater than SP, we go for a loss. So we'll write the formula of loss this time. So loss is equals to CP minus SP. Now what is CP? CP is 250, SP is 150. So the difference would be what? 100 rupees. So loss is equals to rupees 100. Now since we know the value of loss, now we can find out the loss percent. So loss percent would be loss by CP into 100. So that would be what is loss given? 100. CP is given what? 250 into 100. Okay, now we'll have to reduce it. So these two zeros we can reduce. Now 5 5s are, 5 2s are, 5 1s are, 5 20s are. So 2 into 20 is 40%. So your required loss is 40%. So that's it for today, students. Thank you so much. God bless you and take care.